Hey Geminis, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Let's get started. Welcome to your May reading, mid-month May reading. Let's say that 3 times fast. Mid-month May. Anyway, whatever. Lisa here. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. All right, feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, Tarot and Heal. All right, I come to you, the God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Gemini Collective need to know for the second half of May? Thank you. I'm a little confused by this energy, I must say. See, when I first tapped into this energy, it was kind of, you know what I'm saying? It was doing something, low vibing. Okay, but then when I recorded the reading, then I said Virgo, and I just was like, okay, let me just go on with the Virgo reading. And then I came back to the Gemini reading. Now that I'm coming back to the Gemini energy, the energy feels sweeter now that I called out, you know, certain things. Now what's coming out, I feel like it's a battle inwardly. It's like a battle of the two twins within the Gemini Collective, okay? So we have laugh at your demons, okay? There's some shadow work coming up here. Someone needs to recognize, like, okay, my shadow be triggering, my shadow be tripping. Let me work it out. Accept disappointments gracefully. Instead of beating yourself up about it, like, just do better. Correct your mistakes. It's like somebody got triggered and then they went back to like their old ways and now they're probably beating themselves up about it, or a disappointment, okay, triggered them to go back to like a shadow way. Someone needs to learn a better way, a better method of navigating their pain so that they're not going back. Like it has to be planned out. Like, okay, when I get triggered, let's say it's rejection. When I feel rejected, this triggers my sense of abandonment, okay? Because of A, B, and C, childhood, blase, blah, blah, blah. And I tend to move like A, B, and C. Now, moving forward, I'm no longer going to move in my shadow way and be triggered and move in an A, B, and C way. And this can be acting out. This can be, you know, whatever that is for you. And it's like moving forward, now I'm going to try and do D, E, and F. Okay? That needs to be strategized so you can catch yourself. Also, it'll help you really make those intentions stick. Okay, so you're not just talking about it and not doing it. Okay, and you're not reverting back in a knee-jerk reaction. Set the intention to move differently. Okay, set the intention to course correct, to treat things, handle things differently, handle conflicts differently, handle disappointments differently, and stop letting this run the show. All right? All right. I feel like the Gemini Collective has been struggling with that, with battling their demons, right? Okay. Now, it's like, I do also feel like there was a time where you guys were breaking free as a collective and learning how to tap into your power, use your power in a better way. Because anytime I do these Gemini readings, it feels like there's heavy spiritual power, okay? But it's just not being used correctly. It's being misused. Now, there's something that happened that might have led someone to go back to doing that. You have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. So this could be like the ending of some long-term situation. It could be the ending of a job, whatever the case is, okay? All right. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups coming out. Wow, we have the Ten of Cups and then the King of Cups. Okay, there's definitely a disconnect, but it does seem like there is a match on the board here, okay? There's a match on the board. We have the Queen of Cups to the King of Cups with the Ten of Cups in the middle, upright. It does seem like there is some type of divine, oh, I didn't even mean to say that, okay. Maybe a divine connection of some sort, okay? We do have the Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. That's what I meant to say, but divine came out, okay. It does seem like the energy is matched emotionally, but some with the King of Cups in reverse, something changed there, okay? Hold on. Why is this King of Cups here in reverse? Did someone fall out of love? Is that the source of disappointment? God damn it. Okay. So the King of Cups in reverse is clarified by this feminine energy. It's also clarified by the multiple energies and the snake energy. Someone could have felt betrayed or backstabbed, okay, with somebody might have been juggling, okay, like they had a main, but then they also had a bunch of other people and they were being deceptive about that. Maybe someone got found out, you know, that someone found out about it. Why is this King of Cups here? Wow, and it was a Ten of Cups, okay. Someone, okay. Someone got triggered and it seems like they messed up a Ten of Cups. They messed up something like it was an ideal, emotional, fulfilling situation. But somebody was still trying to move in their old ways. This is what happens when someone doesn't heal from their past, okay? They carry the old stuff into the new. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we do have the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Swords coming out here. With the Seven of Wands in reverse, that could be like insecurity, okay? They saw this Ten of Cups, but didn't believe that it was theirs so they can have it. I don't know. And we had the Ten of Swords coming out. It was just a lot of pain. This person, oh my gosh, we're going to get so deep. This person, wasn't ready for this, pretty much. So it feels like sabotage. The fact that the Ten of Cups is coming out twice, it's like, and then the King and the Queen of Cups, it's like, there was so much love here, and this was like, this was two people that could have made each other happy. That's what I'm feeling like here. Someone was out here playing with it, but it was pretty much because they weren't ready. Their insecurities triggered their demons, triggered their shadow side. Now, someone needs to realize this error, okay? And then course correct. Whether they can course correct with this person or not, they just need to course correct so they don't make this mistake the next time an opportunity for it comes for a Ten of Cups. So someone might be led to go into reflection. If somebody actually does or not, that's up to them. I feel like somebody felt like they were making progress. I do feel like that. But when this thing came along, it triggered them back into the old. You know, they kind of regressed. But it was like okay. They didn't take the situation seriously as they should have. What else we got here? We have the Queen of Wands coming out with the Knight of Cups. I can't help but to think this is a manifestation. Like both parties, 10 of Cups coming out twice. Both parties saw what it was. Both parties saw that the other was like, oh, that's the type of, let's say, dream guy, dream girl, or whatever, dream spouse. Both parties saw, oh, that's a dream person for me. But one of them, whether it's a masculine or feminine, that's up to you. But one of them carried all this. They had a bunch of people in their energy, and also they didn't really close out this painful cycle to feel confident enough to be someone's dream person, right? It's like they came out of, they came out of a situation or a phase, whether it could be romantic, it could be whatever, it could be financial, but whatever it is, it's like they closed out a painful cycle. And it caused them to have a misstep. Okay, that's what I'm feeling like. I don't think they realize what they did. And if they do, it's probably going to be after the fact, I don't know. It's a combination of things. The sabotage, because they weren't ready. When it comes down to it, this person wasn't ready to accept that type of 10 of Cups, okay? They weren't ready to accept a real deal coming through, but it came through. Okay. Knight of Cups coming out in reverse, so this is like kind of treating it inappropriately, okay? Then we have the Queen of Wands coming out in reverse here. Why is this Queen of Wands coming out in reverse? And where are we? 1246, okay? This could, oh my God, this person was just moving very, this feels like, yeah, this is a major misstep. That's what it feels like, okay? We have the Queen of Wands coming out. Now, this energy could be like, this person, like I said, they came out of a cycle that they were in pain. They were battered and bruised up. They still carried a lot of pain and resentment and probably some bitterness. It's like the energy hurt people. Now, I don't know if they realize this. That's the thing. I don't know if they recognize this. They were just moving, right? But they didn't realize how much their shadow was playing a role. It was running the show. There's just all this kind of messy and petty kind of energy. I'm feeling games here. I'm feeling emotional games, all right? We have all this like the snake, sneaky, the King of Cups in reverse could be emotional manipulation. Then we have the mask and the distractions. It's like, what are you doing? It's too much. It's like you can move on and clear up the muck. Like it was like clear blue waters, and then someone threw all types of they had a chemical oil spill. They just poured all that shit into there and killed the fish. That's what it feels like, okay? The fact that it's 2 10 of Cups, it was like both parties were like, okay, yeah, this is it. All right, hold on. Why is this Page of Wands here? It's like they messed up, then it's like, damn, why did I do that? I feel like it's after the fact, okay? But yeah, it's all this clouded energy. Like, they're just like, okay, wait, that was crazy. Why did I do that? Like, I got triggered. And that happens, you know, when you have this knee-jerk reaction, you get an emotional trigger and you probably say something you probably shouldn't say. You know, whatever the case is, it happens. But it's like this, I don't know if it's just like a one-off, like I said something and it messed it up. This is like someone's playing. Like it was multiple actions, you know, that led up to this, you know. It wasn't like a one-off situation. They were playing, they were consciously doing it, whatever the case is. And it was just because they were hurt, you know, because they had some unresolved pain. So they weren't really in that space to take that, to handle this type of connection. That's where the clouded vision comes through. They're like, wait, why did I do that? They have to realize what their blockages are. Go back to the drawing board, do some more shadow work. See, for them, they might feel like, because it does feel like a knee-jerk reaction, for them, they might feel like it just happened. You know, this is just what I do, or something like that, not really taking accountability or ownership of it. Like, oh, this is something that I need to work on. I think that's probably coming to the forefront for somebody, and that depends on the person. Okay, but the Page of Wands here, this could be that baby step forward. Taking a step forward to be, you know, to correct their mistakes, the error in their ways, okay? All right, what else we got here? Yeah. We have the World card coming out in reverse. The Eight of Wands. And the Ace of Pentacles. It's beautiful cards of a new beginning coming through. The World card, which is the upgrade. The Eight of Wands, which is being pushed, okay? This is coming out upright. Someone's being pushed anyway. Like, okay, see, someone might feel like they messed up, but I do feel like they can correct it. They just have to do the soul searching. Like I said, whether they can correct it with the specific person or not, I don't know. But they can correct the error of their ways so they don't make this mistake next time this type of opportunity comes about. All right? That Eight of Wands is like this, it's the spirit, it's the universe rooting for you. Like, hey, go forward, move forward. Take this upgrade, take this opportunity. We have the World card, which is the upgrade, and the Ace of Pentacles, which is a solid opportunity. Okay, it's a tangible opening. It's a window of opportunity that's happening here. Yeah, that's Ace of Pentacles here. So this person feels like it's something that's already closed, and I don't think it is. That's what's happening. So they're like, look, I already messed up. All right, whatever. So that Ace of Pentacles is like looking like a closed opportunity with a Death card. It's like it can be revived, actually. Someone's being pushed to this perceived closed opportunity because it actually still is an opening. They're just going to have to do some work. They're going to have to realize the error of their ways and don't move like that again. All right? All right. What's the blockage? What they're feeling to see? Overall advice? Or did I do that already? No, I didn't. Okay. It's something about the accountability here, okay? Or the unknowingness. It's like someone's unknowingly. That's what I feel. Like their shadow is running the show and they might not realize that that's what's happening. They might not realize that they're running under the program of pain. They might think, oh, this is just how I have to move in the world. But they're not realizing that they're moving like a hurt person. Okay. What's the blockage? That was, or that's what was hidden, and now that's coming to the forefront, okay? All right, what's the blockage? Yeah. See, somebody was moving like this for a while, okay? With the Eight of Cups coming out and the Justice card, it's like, okay, things were made right. I feel like this person, if they messed up with Ten of Cups and I don't know if they didn't realize it until it was too late, or they think it's too late, whatever the case is. Okay. Because with the Eight of Cups, see, they were still in Eight of Cups mode. They were used to dealing with, okay, see, with the Eight of Cups coming out, they were used to dealing with things that are not quite right. Not quite there, like not quite given the fulfillment. So they, they did what they had to do to keep the illusion of a Ten of Cups or whatever the case is. They're not used to getting all that they want. They're not used to getting a full-on fulfillment, emotional fulfillment in a situation. So when it came along, they didn't know what to do. All right? They were still moving in this type of mode. I feel like this person has moved like this. Their shadow has been running the show, but it worked for these types of situations because they weren't really, they weren't fulfilling to begin with, okay? It worked for them when they were dealing with the less than ideal situations. But then when an ideal connection came through, it was just like, they still moved under this as if it was this. Okay. Yeah, I hope that made sense. All right, what's the Eight of Cups? They don't know how to act any other way. That's what it is. They're just like, this is just who I am. What's wrong with it? Not realizing, like, yeah, you're moving in a way that's not cool, man. Work it out. Ace of Pentacles. So they feel like this opportunity walked away, but it does seem like it's still open, okay? It has them overthinking the situation, like, okay, how do I call them back? Because as I mentioned, with the card with the woman and then the card with a bunch of people, it was like there were a bunch of people that they were entertaining, but there was a main one, okay? Now it seems like the main, they realized that they were playing too much when the main walked away. It does lead to this overthinking with the Nine of Swords. Like, how do I treat, what am I supposed to do? Like, how do I become this vulnerable or whatever? How do I treat something that gives me emotional fulfillment? And, how do I love? I think that's what it is. How do I love? How do I show this love? I'm not used to, wow, this is going deep. Another thing, I feel like this person's trying to make things right. They're trying to manifest something. Back to Gemini is carrying all the spiritual magician energy, okay? Trying to manifest people. It's like someone needs to learn how to be in a spiritual power and drop this devil energy. Like, this devil energy was attached to their magician energy. They only knew how to use this magician energy in a crappy way, in a misguided way, in a way where it was selfish, or they were probably trying to use it in a way that affected other people's free will. That's where this gets toxic, right? So someone's being led to use this magician mode in a way that is healthier for them. Because if they were trying to do this with a real 10 of Cups situation, then it'll get taken away type of thing. That's what I'm, with the Justice card, this is like the judgment. It's like the cosmic, it's like the universe coming through like, you're not going to do that with this, you know? All right. I just feel like this programming, this way of being, this behavior is so embedded in this person, they don't know how to behave. They don't know any other way to be. And that's tough because it's like, okay. Well. All right, what are they feeling to say? What was that movie, Talladega Nights? Where it was like, anytime they had a family dinner, I don't know, Ricky Bobby, I don't know. And their father, whenever Ricky Bobby's father had the family dinner, anytime there was like a nice moment, a nice, healthy, emotional bonding moment, he would like do something crazy to like mess it up, you know? Because he just couldn't handle the healthy emotional connection. That's what it's feeling like here. This person can't really, it feels foreign. They're used to things being missing, you know, so when it's like, oh, this is clicking a little bit too much, it's like, oh, I'm freaking out, I'm triggered. And that's where this came out, okay? They have to find a healthier way to deal with their triggers. What are they feeling to say? Also, I want to know, this is a sidebar. I don't even know if this is important to say. But when I first started doing the readings for today, I wanted to do Pisces, right? And when I started shuffling, I was doing Pisces and then Gemini started pulling on me. And then when I was about to do Gemini, Virgo came out. I'm like, okay. But now, I remember thinking like Gemini was moving like, you know, like Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, like, get over here. Or is that Sub-Zero? Whatever. You get what I'm saying. So it's like using this magician energy to try and like play emotional games or play spiritual games, whatever it is, to try and drum them up, summon them up, try to manifest them, okay? And it's like, drop that, manifest what you want without trying to fuck with someone's free will, right? And that's by asking for specific things like emotional fulfillment, right? I want them to be a match. I want, you know, but don't sit here and be like, I want Bob from 2A. Like, don't do that. That's affecting someone else's free will. And that's when it turns into this shitty mode. All right. What are they feeling to say? I don't think someone realized, because they're used to moving like this, I don't think they realize how they are moving in a crappy way. I don't know. I don't know if there's... It's like, it's one thing if you know that there's two options. There's two ways of moving like a magician, and you choose to do the toxic way. But there's another thing if all you know to do is a toxic way. And that's the only way you know how to get things, right? Because now you're like, oh, this is how it's done. Not realizing like, oh no, the way that you've learned is not a high vibe way. It's time to, you know, correct that. Realize that that was actually being led by your shadow, and it's time to correct it, all right? That's coming out as a blockage. I feel like someone has to hold themselves accountable. Like, hey, all right, there is a lighter way of handling this energy, this power. All right, you're already in magician mode, so you're in this power. There's a need to look at different ways of handling that power. Is it being intrusive? Is it affecting someone's free will? Is what you're asking for, are you trying to override their free will? It's like, I don't really care what this person wants. I want them to want me. That's toxic, okay? As opposed to, I want someone who loves me in return. I want someone, not this person, not Bob at 2A. I want an equal reciprocal relationship. I want my emotional fulfillment with someone who can give me that without me having to hypnotize them into loving me, okay? And someone already had that. That's the thing. Someone already had that because they're not used to having someone see them in that way without them having to move in this weird, like, wizard, witchy type of way, because they're used to like summoning or tricking someone into their lair or into their love. When it actually came in and someone's like, yo, I love you for you, it's like, nah, that can't be. All right, the Fool card, the Knight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups in reverse. This is just all new beginning energy that's not being taken. All right, the level of accountability here, it just needs to. This is what's being highlighted. Someone needs to hold themselves accountable for how they move in the world. Admit to themselves like, hey, maybe I'm letting my shadow run the show a little bit too much. Maybe I got to pull that back. How can I course correct? Okay. Also, and how do I handle my disappointments without trying to override other people's free will, if that's what's happening? I just keep saying that because I know with the Gemini energy in the past collective readings, it did have this kind of weird witchy wizard vibe to it. And it was just like, it was intrusive. And manipulative, spiritually manipulative. And if not that, then it was just emotionally manipulative. But either way, I do feel like it's spiritually manipulative, okay? Now, someone needs to open up their heart space. That's what they really need to work on, okay? That's going to lead to more of a communal way of communicating, a more of a communal way of being a magician. Work with spirit on this, okay? High vibe, in a high vibe way, all right? It'll bring better results. With the Fool card coming out, this is a new way of being. Someone has to figure out, how do I not move in the world in this way? How can I move in the world a little bit more high vibe, you know? Time to tap in, all right? And open up your heart. There's some healing. How do you do it? You heal, okay? The reason why, you already have the Magician mode, which is cool. But this Devil energy, the shadow attached to it, is because you're not addressing the shadow. You're not holding yourself accountable for the shadow. So it's just going to come with you in whatever you're trying to do. It's going to taint whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. So you manifested a 10 of Cups, and then you tainted that thing by putting chemical oil. You put that oil spill in there, okay? And that's what's going to keep happening. It's going to keep being a sabotage energy. I don't know if somebody realizes what's happening, but that's what's happening. If you don't check this, you got to check it, or it's going to just pour. It's going to just shit on all your manifestations. You got to check it by opening up your heart more, learning how to explore that heart space in a healthy way. Someone's still trying to pursue love without doing that work. That's the work that needs to happen. Not the work of how do I become a better manifester, or how do I summon someone in? How do I become better at like drawing someone in? No. How do I become better and high vibe? What's the point of manifesting things if your shadow's just going to come through and smash it every time, right? What's that, advice? This could be you or someone else. King of Pentacles. See, this is what someone's being led to. Be more of a stand-up person. Be more honest with your intentions. Be more honest with your manifestations. Be more honest in how you're creating. Because right now somebody's pulling it in and then pouring oil on it, destroying it. Pulling something else in and destroying it. The pulling things in is not the problem with this person. It's a sabotage because their shadow is unhealed. So, Four of Pentacles, it's time to let go of that old way of being. Completely drop that shadow energy. Rather heal and tame that shadow energy so you can drop the behavior that sabotages your manifestations. Whoever this is a powerful manifester. Okay, they do carry a lot of spiritual power. They just need to do it better. Okay, so things don't backfire, because it just seems like they're attracting, but then it's backfiring. It's not working out the way they want it to, because they're doing it wrong. They're not moving with spirit. They're going against spirit, actually. They're going against the divine flow by trying to enforce their own will on the universe, and it's just like, no. Or enforce their own will on other people. Anyway. What's the advice here? I feel like that's an easy concept to understand, though. Like, if you're enforcing your will on other people, you're doing something shadowy. All right. Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery here. I feel like their shadow is an enigma to them, though. That's the thing. It's like, how do you not see that you are... Okay, but whatever. It's fine. This is all they knew. So that's what's happening. So they didn't see it. They didn't see it as shadow because that's what they lived in. That's what they've learned, or that's what they're around, whatever the case is. So they didn't know. It does seem like someone was being shadowy, whatever. I'm not going to give them that much credit, but part of them wasn't really understanding that there was another way. That's what I'm feeling like here, all right? When you know better, you do better, though, right? Okay, so it does seem like it's this beautiful transformation coming through where someone's liberating themselves from that shadow so they can be this beautiful magician with that beautiful spiritual energy, that power, that masterful magician energy that they have, and they can use it in a higher vibration, okay? Use it in a way that helps others as well, okay? Use it in a way that's going to help themselves so they're not sabotaging things. If they're creating things and then wondering why it's always going to shit, it's like, okay, you're doing that to yourself. So that healing, horse spirit, freedom is yours. Butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. That's beautiful, okay? Somebody's being led to that shadow work to help them course correct, learn the error of their ways, course correct how they handle triggers and pain moving forward, and then it's going to lead to this beautiful maturation, all right, as they free themselves from their old ways. Awesome. All right, Geminis, let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Add me on IG, that's Tara and Heal. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be a patron, check out the Patreon link below. All right, until we meet again, peace.